Today I woke up and I just saw terrible news, which has ruined my day. You can no longer simulate oral sex in Fortnite. But going back to the Grand Cross topics, there was this development team message, uh, dev notes. There was these dev notes that came out 2 days ago. I didn't make a video on it because I was sick. For the ones that know, I had a fever. I actually don't have a fever anymore. I'm basically done with being sick, so that's good. Through these dev notes, first they talk about the public knighthood competition. I didn't play this. It was like available like last week, I believe. I didn't play this because my guild didn't qualify. You don't have to qualify, but you need to like 20 people have to like register, and I think a certain amount of people have to register teams, and I don't know if people register teams on my guild, I believe. So my guild couldn't participate, so I couldn't play. But now I guess they're changing that it's just you just have to have 20 people. Okay, cool. I'm not gonna read all this because I really don't care. They talked about the buff for Ludo and their reasoning behind it. I'm gonna read it real quick because I did talk about Ludo's buff yesterday, but I didn't talk about what was the reasoning. So I would like to tell you about the skill change, which was introduced in blah blah. The Ludo that period of time is judged to be in a state where the effect and utilization skill is not compared to the level of other festival characters, and like the intention for the players who receive the opinion that the performance is inferior to the previous festival characters. Yes, I would say Ludo was before the buff, right? Not as good as Goddess Liz or the One or Bon, especially a release, right? But it was really good still. Much better than Zeldris. much better than Zeldris. And still Zeldris is can we buff Zeldris? That would be great. Can we just buff Zeldris? But yeah, they buffed it because it was because of the Korean performance. It was because of the Korean stream. There's no way. They got humiliated. The people who make the characters, who made the Ludo festival, got so humiliated by Ban on that stream that they were like, okay, you guys are gonna push this buff here, and we're not gonna talk anymore about this, okay? We have decided this situation is not being the expectation of the players who have been looking forward to the appearance of Ludo and the players who have acquired it. I mean, if you did summon for Ludo, because I don't know, maybe you like Margaret, maybe you like Ludo, that's good. But if you didn't care for having Margaret, now it's an interesting situation because I think it's kind of needed, but we'll talk about it in a second. After the appearance of the new characters, sometimes adjust the character stats and skill values to adjust the balance. But it was the first time the change of a character's specifications during the period the character gacha was being carried out, and the character skill we discussed carefully as the change of the game could cause confusion to the players. Yeah, they are changing it while the banner's still live, which is cool, I guess, because now if you didn't summon for Ludo because you felt like it wasn't good enough, now you can. Man, this buff on Ludo really killed Merlin before she came out on Club. But I mean, I wouldn't recommend summoning for Merlin anyways, because of something that's coming up. But yeah, they had discussions inside. Okay, so the festival character filled the role according to the importance of the festival and decided to apply the change promptly during the festival gacha. So of course the changes are here. We already talked about that in the video yesterday. But here's the big thing about this this dev note, is the third point here. So about the global version 1.5 anniversary Holy War Festival gacha. So the Ludo was in the 1.5 anniversary festival gacha, apparently. Um, the character gacha that appeared in the occasion of the 1.5 anniversary of the global version was prepared in the form of confrontation between the two powers, according to the name Holy War Festival. In the first Holy War Festival, the main characters, the Goddess tribe, will appear as the festival characters. So it was Ludo. And in the second Holy War Festival, the main character, the Demon, will appear as festival characters, and each power will form a meta and plan to use it. And then Google Translate just put a random "I did" here at the end. This means that there's another festival, Holy War Festival, coming. They didn't say anything in the beginning of like the celebration that there was going to be a second festival that was going to be running in only 2 weeks, because they said they gave us a date, August 12th. This is only 2 weeks after Ludo. They've never released 2 festivals so quick. And it seems to be another Holy War Festival. And it's the main character of the Demon Tribe. I don't know who could that be. If you're going to talk about the main character of the demons in the war, it was Assault Meliodas, but we already have that as a Holy War Festival. It can't be Zeldris. Again, we already have him as a Holy War. It could be Estarossa, the Estarossa that we've been talking about, but there are no leaks of him. At this point in time, usually we actually get leaks before we actually get the character. The only character we have leaks for is Cusack, and there's no way it's Cusack. There's no way Cusack is gonna be a Holy War Festival. No, not now. Like maybe in the future, once they've done all the characters. There's no way they're gonna make Cusack a Holy War Festival before someone else. You know, before Estarossa. This might be Estarossa. It could be Golfer. He was a main guy from the Demons. No. This could be a lot of people. But the issue is that it's just been 2 weeks since Margaret, and they're already squeezing another Holy War Festival. Like I wouldn't be so upset if they don't release any more festivals for the next 2 months, because now at this point they release like a new festival or Holy War every month, right? If they just don't release for the next 2 months, no festivals, then fine. And also if they were giving more gems of the celebration to compensate for this, but they do mention that it's a different kind of gacha. We'll see how that will work. Maybe it won't be 900, but I don't know. It's a little weird and scummy that it's already having another banner. But we'll see how the banner is gonna work, if it's really gonna be that different. However, as I mentioned above, there is a relative lack of utilization of the character Ludo, which is different from what I was expecting. Yeah, they literally buffed Ludo because no one summoned for it. There's a relative lack of utilization. No one summoned for it. Okay. So we're planning to make sure all the festival characters, make sure that the festival characters that appear in the second installment will also be able to play an active role in line with this. So, as Ludo was a buff for goddesses, apparently the character that's coming is a buff for oh my god, I just realized that my screen is not zoomed, it's a little bit too zoomed in. It's gonna be a buff for demons, which is cool. We've been trying to make Assault Melee work on and off the game for a while now. And it worked. Like, Sigurd actually makes Assault Melee pretty pog. But if you can make even better with maybe another festival character, but again, it's really soon. Like I just spent a very good amount of money, you know, summoning for Margaret, and you're gonna tell me I have to spend even more summoning for another festival. I don't know if it's like I think it's gonna be really difficult to convince uh, players to spend money on festivals back to back like this. You know, like for free to play, you're already used to having to pick and choose what banners you want to summon on, so that's already rough, right? Um, but you really have to really convince your paid player base to summon to spend money on two banners back to back like that. It's rough. So it's gonna have to be a good banner. Um, New festival character scheduled appearance August 12. Like I said, only 2 weeks after Ludo. It's yeah. It can be acquired at the Low War Festival second Dark Counter Attack Festival. Gotcha. Again, counter attack. It's could be Esterosa. Um, it says due to internal policy of operation, the appearance of characters found like this is why it was not disclosed in advance. That's bullshit. that's not that's not why they didn't say in advance that there was going to be a second festival. So this is the part. However, this time a gacha that is different from the conventional appearance pattern that players are familiar with will appear, which is the 900. So I decided that advanced guidance is necessary and announced it in the developer note. So again, it says it's going to be a different sort of banner. So maybe it will be easier to pull this new festival character. Maybe that's why they felt comfortable releasing a second festival so soon. But we'll see how it goes. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you think it is. This is why, I don't know, this is why playing global is actually a pretty good, advantage. Because, yeah, Margaret, it looks so good. Maybe everyone already, so, oh, I need to summon now. And they didn't even see that in the dev notes it says there's a new festival character coming out. But global players have the opportunity to see, oh, maybe I want to summon for Ludo because I want to use goddesses. Or maybe the new character is good enough for demons that I actually instead want to summon for him. So that's about it. And thank you guys for watching.